Are you wondering how to be your own best friend? Well, look no further. Hi, I'm Ashley, and I'm here with Nature's Island Wellness discussing how to be your own best friend. Because what I'm about to tell you is going to change your life for the rest of your life. So stay tuned. How to be your own best friend, and why is that important? So basically, a lot of times as human beings, we spend so much of our lives searching for things outside of us. And you've seen it. You have people come to you and say, "Oh, I don't have any friends," or "My friends never want to do anything. Nobody calls me to check on me," and this and that. But let me set you free from all of that. Because people who have that kind of mentality, they are not their own best friend. Everybody needs to be their own best friend. Why? Because it's available for us and it stops us from seeking things outside that can only truly be found within. So let's talk about how to be your own best friend. Honestly, it's impossible to be your own best friend if you don't know yourself. Do you know how many grown people are walking around on planet Earth who don't even know themselves? Like, that's insane. But it's common. I'm somebody, by the grace of God, I've always known who I was, even when I was 8 years old. And that saved me from a lifetime of things that I would have rather not experienced. Thank God. And I'm here helping you to avoid the same things. So, what does it mean to know yourself? That means that for a woman, you must follow your intuition. As a woman, that's all you've got is your intuition. And for men, you have instincts. Now, why is it that the human is the only animal in the animal kingdom that routinely disregards their intuition? Why is that? Probably for a number of reasons, but never mind why. Stop doing it. If you feel that something isn't right, or if you feel that something is right, you act on it. And you act on it the first time. Now, I'm guilty in making my intuition repeat itself. However, as I've gotten older, I've been able to decrease the time it takes from when I get a bad feeling or a good feeling to when I take action. Intuition is so very important because, especially for my women, you have to learn how to look out for yourself. Guys, too, you have to learn how to look out for yourself. It's very important. Even with your friends, if I could tell a younger person anything, I would say always look out for yourself. Whether you're with friends or whether you're with a group. I don't care if you're with your best friend. Smiling faces tell lies, and the enemy is busy. If you're with a group of friends and they're not looking out for you, look out for yourself. If you feel that danger is coming or something you don't want to be a part of, send a prayer to God and find a way to get out fast. To know yourself, you have to be connected to yourself. And the only way to truly connect to yourself is to connect to your intuition and connect to your instincts. A way to do that is prayer, meditation. Those two things help me a lot. Reading good books, helping to clear everything out in your energetic body that has helped you to disregard your intuition or your instincts on a regular basis. You want to clear all of that out with prayer, with meditation, with yoga, with movement, with breath work, with nutrition, on and on and on. You want to get to the point where your intuition is speaking to you loud and clear and you're able to obey it at a moment's notice. So that's number one. To be your own best friend, you have to know yourself. And to know yourself, you got to stay connected to yourself. So now you got your intuition together. Now what? Now what do you like to do? Do you want to explore your hobbies? Do you have other passions? Get to know what you really like to do and do that. I'm not saying that it's okay to not have people with you or not have friends. We all need companionship. That's a gift from God. What I'm saying is, if nobody's available, if nobody's answering the phone, if nobody's calling you back, you should be able to still get up and go do the things that you want to do with your life. If you do that long enough, you'll see people gravitating towards you. You'll start making new friends, and the people who you kind of left behind will come right back wondering where you are. You want to feel like and you want to know that you're not waiting on anybody or anything to enjoy your life. You don't have to. The only thing you want to make sure of is that when you're out doing what you want to do with your time, just make sure that you're safe. That's the only thing you want to make sure of, is that you're safe. It's a lot of people out here who miss out on a lot of experiences because they're not connected enough to themselves to actually do things with themselves. The one thing that I never say I'm by myself. And I don't even let people say that about me. I always correct people. I'm with myself. I'm with myself. Technically, I'm never alone. I'm with myself. Doesn't that feel different? Doesn't that feel different than I'm alone or whatever that is? Just say, I am with myself, because that's the truth. When you're with God and when you're with yourself, you are never truly alone. And when you know yourself and when you start to meditate, you start to pray and meditate and breathe and read good books and get to the core of who you are, you will be unbreakable and unshakable, and life will become so much fun. The thing about me, I'm self-assured, and that came from Christ, and it came from my wonderful upbringing. Praise God. But Ashley, me, I'm self-assured, and that means that when I go out into this world, people cannot play with me. I always have advocates, but I'm not looking for somebody to advocate for me, because I know how to advocate for myself. And I know how to get these done with myself, with the Spirit of God. That keeps me from being needy. Knowing yourself, being connected to yourself, and being your own best friend will keep you from being needy. You won't be needy anymore. You won't have to have that person stand up for you. Yeah, it'd be nice, and of course they will, but you won't need that, because you'll be able to stand up for yourself. People won't be able to play around with you, because now you're your own best friend. And how'd you become your own best friend? Because you have your intuition, your instincts, you're able to be connected to yourself, and you're looking out for yourself. That's how you become your own best friend. And you're not waiting for anybody to come along and help you to enjoy your hobbies. This is how you become your own best friend. You know what you like. You know what you don't like. You say a prayer and you go out there to that party. You say a prayer, you go out there to that street festival. You say a prayer, you go out there to that church event. Make phone calls if you want. But if nobody wants to join you and nobody's showing up, they're not calling you back, you are now your own best friend, and you can do it yourself. You can do it with yourself. And that's how you really enjoy life. You can't enjoy life if you're giving all your energy away to other people and you're waiting on the sidelines. It's time for you to go out there and score that touchdown. God's waiting for you to show up. Your higher self is ready for you to show up. This is how you become your best friend, by inciting internally that you want more. You don't want to be chained to society. You don't want to be a follower. You want to be a leader. God made you to be a leader. God didn't make you to be a follower. You know when to follow sometimes, but you're a natural born leader. Like, for real. That's how you be your own best friend. You want to decide what's important to you. What are your goals? What are your values? What are the things you're excited about? What are the things that you want to do in 10 years or in 10 days? And I tell you something about me, I have gone on solo trips, but the only thing that I was concerned about was my safety, being safe. And the thing about it is being your own best friend. And this is not about cutting yourself off from society. It's really about being interdependent. And I just love that. I learned that when I was a kid. I'm independent, but I'm interdependent. I know when to go to people for certain things. I love my friends. I love my family. And I also have a large part of my life that I spend with myself, because I'm interdependent. And that keeps me from being needy, and it will keep you from focusing on the outside. So you want to have your power back, but you can only do that when you don't do what I'm telling you to do, and you're your own best friend. So being your own best friend, that's really how you do it. You have to be with your intuition. You have to be connected to yourself. You have to take time to really know yourself. You have to start looking out for yourself. And when you're your own best friend, you'll see yourself becoming calmer, a lot more confident, and a lot more comfortable. And you won't even rely on your friends for a lot of things. You'll say, yeah, it's nice that they do this, but they don't have to, because I'm my own best friend. And you'll experience a life of freedom that you never knew was possible when you simply sit and be your own best friend. And one more thing, you will be surprised how many adults in this world don't have their own mind. I had no idea like how crazy it is. It's some people who do not have their own mind. They have to phone a friend for everything. Absolutely not. This thing that we call life is about freedom. Okay? It's about interdependence. But one thing that I will make clear is not about hyper independence. We don't want to be, doing silly things. Safety first. Don't be hyper independent because that comes from a place of pain and lack and frustration and sometimes trauma. You want to be interdependent and you want to make sure that you're doing things with your life that God would be pleased with. You can only do that when you sit with yourself and you really take time to understand yourself and you cut yourself loose from the shackles of society that tell you who you need to be, how you need to be it, and how you need to operate. Because you want to have two worlds going. One where you're with your people and one where you're with you and God. And those things come together and this is absolutely beautiful. And that's how you become your own best friend. You're gonna have to do this process. It depends on how long it takes you. It depends on you, but it's well worth the investment. It might take you a few months to learn how to really settle into being your own best friend, or it may take you just a week or two. But whatever you do, it has to be maintained. Me, to be my own best friend, I have to maintain my connection to myself. I have to make sure that I'm not looking for other people to fulfill all my needs. I can fulfill most of them myself. I probably can't fulfill all of them, but we do need people. So, we do. Everybody needs somebody. So, some people fulfill your needs, but you're not demanding from them. You're able to fulfill your own needs and enjoy your relationships. A lot of us put so much pressure on our external relationships because we're not our own best friend. Nobody needs to check on you constantly. Check on yourself. And I'm going to keep saying this. Yeah, it would be nice, but it's not necessary. When you're your own best friend, you're able to know when for other people's help will be nice, but when it's not truly necessary. That's all I got. I spent a lot of time telling you why it's important, and I gave you some tips on how to do it. If you have any questions on how to be your own best friend, or you have testimonies on how to be your own best friend, let me know. Put it in the comments below. I'll get back to you. And as always, I'm Ashley from Nature's Island Wellness. Thank you so much for watching. And it is time that we all maintain our relationship and being our own best friends. Thank you for watching.